Hello everyone, today is Saturday, June 27th, and my name is Therza Cox. I wanted to talk about mental health for a moment, mental illness. Um, I was diagnosed with a mental illness when I was a teenager. It's not that I didn't have it before then, but that's when I was diagnosed. Now, many people have misconceptions about mental illness and people living with mental illness. Now, I know there is a difference between what is real and what is unreal or make believe. There is a difference between a person being delusional and making up stories in their head versus reality. You know, and there's ways to determine if something a person is saying, if there's a person and they're saying something, there are ways to determine if this is reality. There are ways to determine, is this person saying something realistic or is this make believe? Did they make this up in their head? Is this logical to believe this? There are certain things, to look for. Well, just because I have mental illness does not make me delusional. There's a lot of people that have mental illness and they have mental health symptoms. Like, I had a counselor when I was in my 20s. I'm not going to mention her name. But she was like a brown-skinned woman. And even though she was my counselor, she had schizophrenia. Well, not to discredit her as a counselor or anything, she went to school, for social work. She had a bachelor's degree. No, she had a master's degree. So she had training in her area of study. And she had training at the job. Well, one day my counselor comes to me and tells me and her are the same complexion. I'm her skin tone. Now, I'm a lighter complexion, and she's like a medium brown, a brown-skinned woman. She had me look in the mirror in another room and said, look at our reflections side by side. So we're standing cheek by cheek. And she says, we are the same complexion. Now, this was all in her mind. I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but this was in her mind. And I know what I look like when I look in the mirror and I see my own reflection. And if someone is standing close to me and they're a darker complexion, but she was medium brown, so she was a fairly brown-skinned woman. She wasn't light brown, she was medium brown. But she was not dark brown either. But if you can see reality, realistically speaking, she was not my complexion. And I say all this to say, you can show somebody proof and evidence all day. And if they cannot believe you, then that's their problem. People can have their misconceptions and put a stigma on mental illness. But everyone doesn't have the same symptoms. No person is the same. Even I had my own misconceptions growing up and being diagnosed with mental illness. I'm guilty of that. So just know, no two people are alike. So keep that in mind when you're looking at someone with mental health issues. It's a label. that they put on us. But that does not have to define who you are. Yes, I was diagnosed with mental illness, but that does not define me. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Be safe.